and I could dwell on the past, my mistakes, our mistakes, so I could say sorry for meeting you at the wrong time, in the wrong place, with the wrong version of myself. I could apologize for being a construction site, half-built, messy, all scaffolding and sharp edges, expecting you to live in me like I was already your home, but I wasn't. I was drywall, barely holding. A prayer whispered but never finished, and you were looking for comfort. Hands that didn't tremble when they tried to love, but my hands have always been earthquakes. Tremors from unhealed childhood and fault lines from people I thought would never leave until they did. And I could say sorry for that too. For letting the ghosts of everyone who left me show up at our table. That every time you kissed me, I tasted the bitterness of someone else's goodbye. Sorry that sometimes I loved you like a wound. Careful not to touch too deep. Terrified that even tenderness would make me bleed, and I could dwell on all the almost we tried to turn into absolutes. The way we kept building like two kids with Lego blocks but no instruction manual, making towers that learned more than they stood. We called it love, but some days it looked more like survival, and I could admit that maybe I never really saw you. Not the way you needed me to. That maybe I loved the version of you that fit my narrative better. The you that smiled through tears, that didn't demand too much, that was strong when I couldn't be, but you deserve more than a conditional kind of love. You deserve someone who didn't just hold you, but held themselves accountable for keeping you, and yet, here we are, talking to the silence, pretending it's you. Apologizing to a memory because I'm too much of a coward to knock on your door and hear you tell me that it's too late. But isn't that what regret is? A second chance with the door locked. A rehearsal for an apology that will never find its audience. So maybe this isn't for you at all. Maybe this is for me. For the boy who didn't know love was a responsibility. Person who thought showing up broken was still enough. For the ghost of who I was when you met me, because the truth is, we were never supposed to last. Maybe you were the mirror that showed me what I looked like when I was unlovable, and I had to learn to forgive myself for being that reflection. And I could dwell on the nights we lost sleep trying to fix each other, or mornings where silence sat between us heavier than God, on the laughter that was always too brief, too interrupted by the next argument, or I could just say thank you. Thank you for teaching me that timing matters. That love without healing is just chaos dressed up in poetry. That you can't hand someone your broken heart and expect them to do surgery without cutting themselves open. So I'll say sorry and thank you and goodbye all in one breath. Because that's the only gift left to give. Closure that doesn't demand you to return it. Maybe someday when I'm less rubble, more foundation, when my hands don't shake like earthquakes anymore, I'll think of you again, not with regret or apology, but until then, I dwell in the in-between of love and loss, learning that the hardest person to say sorry to was never you, it was me.